Hello, welcome to Lovely's Crafting Lodge. Today I have some Christmas miniature kind of notebook journals that I wanted to cut down, and I just wanted to turn on the camera and hang out with you guys, I guess. So I already have these constructed. They got fabric. They have fabric on the outside and the inside. The spine is covered with ribbon, and I have it glued down. And I have the edges sewn. I have all the signatures sewn in. I have all the papers selected, obviously sewn in. And yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it down. So I'm going to, because the spine is so thick, I'm going to lay this flat. And then I'm going to take my ruler and just lay it on the edge here. And I have a new blade. I just put a new blade in my, whatever this desk knife is called, box cutter. I just put a new knife in that, or a new blade. Yeah, so it's nice and smooth. Set those aside. I like to tear these sometimes. Just tear them down to size. Well, that's not going to work. Let's try this. So I found, sorry I got quiet there for a minute, I was just thinking. So I found that you don't have to press hard with your knife, just if you're consistent and give it some pressure, and it will cut, especially if you have a new blade. So just don't feel like you have to press hard, just hold down your, if anything you're going to press hard on, it will be your ruler, and then just swipe your blade. And you're going to need to do it more than once, so don't think it's like a one and done kind of thing. But, yeah, just keep applying pressure, and it'll go through. Alrighty, so there's all that. Now the top is where I wanted to lay it flat. There we go. And there's that, so I can cut both sides at the same time. That's what I was thinking. This is the first one I'm doing. Just doing some Christmas journals, I guess. I got, let's see here, how many? So I have 4 of these. This is just not straight. I must not be holding my ruler very tight. Try to cut this down a little more even. So, something I recently added to the craft room is about, I don't know, maybe like a month or so ago, I added a pair of pliers, which I have found to be really helpful. They're just regular pliers, they're not needle nose or anything like that. So I have those added. Alright, there we go. See? Nice and pretty. And then I have a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. So I've added both of those. We have them in the house, but now I have them for down here only, and I have them like in my little tool spot. I have my room pretty organized, so I have all my tools in one area, and then I have all my supplies in another area. So it's like I have all my cutting tools in one area, all my bookbinding tools together, and then I have my supplies like my Christmas themed stuff and Valentine's Day and stuff like that all in another spot. So it seems to work out pretty good for me. I know there's different ways that you can organize your room, and depending on what kind of room you have and how often you can get to it, you organize different ways. You know what I mean? Like, for me, organizing, I like to have everything open so I can see where everything is all at the same time. I know for some people that would probably be madness and drive them crazy. So I guess that's just, yeah, the difference. Difference in preference. I have a friend, she has everything organized by color, which would never work for me, but it is so good for her. She loves it. She can find exactly what she's looking for when she's looking for it, and that just is bomb for her. But it just doesn't make sense for me. Like, just doesn't make sense. What I do need down here, tool-wise, is a sanding block. I have thought about that several times. I need a sanding block. So it's pretty quiet here. Just chugging along, making these Christmas journals. Winter journals will be up next. I worked on Halloween for some time, and then I left Halloween. I was all done with making everything that I wanted to for the site, to sell, I should say. And then I moved on to Christmas. So I've been working on that. Sorry, I got quiet again. Oh boy, what a day. I have been participating in Oddtober with April at Pink Oddbird, and her and Priscilla from Release to Craftin' have these they have a prompt list that they created, but it's not your normal prompt list. It's Oddtober, so it has to be different, right? It really is different, though. It is challenging. It tells a story. I have not read through all the prompts yet because I don't know where the story is headed. I wanted it to be kind of a work-through surprise for me as well, not just for show, you know what I mean? Not just for Instagram or whatever and YouTube. I wanted to be able to enjoy the surprise as well. So I don't know where it's headed, or where it's going to land, I should say. There's another one all done. I can do a flip through of that if you guys, that's something that you're interested in. It's been really fun so far. It's been interesting. Not all of the pages are my favorite. They're not my favorite pages, but they have been fun to do because they're different. It's not just like, yeah, I'll just have to do a flip through and I'll say what the prompts are. I've done a short for every day so far. So if you want to see just like, I guess, a mini snip of what's going on, you can check that out. They're just in my shorts. And the hashtag is TheOddtober24. So if you use that hashtag, you'll be able to see everyone who is participating in Oddtober. Traditionally, I do what's called Octagber, where I basically stockpile tags to use throughout the year. I make a bunch of different bases for tags, but I actually didn't use a lot of tags this past year, so I didn't really see the need to have an Octagber in the traditional sense. So maybe we'll do something as I start to run low. But as of now, we're good. We don't need anything. We don't need to restock yet. I am ahead on dyed paper. I have everything that I wanted to make through Christmas already loaded onto the website. So if you're interested in any kind of holiday dyed paper, red, green, there's some blues on there. There's a one called Spruce, which is gorgeous. So if you want to go check those out, it's like a bluish, greenish color. You can go check those out. There's value packs. There's still Halloween type looks in there, fall colors. as well. And there's the traditional coffee dyed. I'll be doing probably Eco Dye next because of all the falling leaves. Have plenty to work with. Go. Get a sanding block on these and then ink the edges. They'll look really, really cool. I think that's what I will do. I like this size. This is a powdered drink mix box. My family drinks a lot of powdered drink mix. So I just hold on to the boxes. I like having this size. This is a really fun size to make. Yep, so you just apply pressure and keep on pulling through. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these scraps. It's finally feeling like fall here. Nice and cool. Feels weird to be making Halloween in July, but that's kind of what I was doing. And now I'm making Christmas in October. I feel like I'm kind of missing out on the Halloween season, which is not really the greatest feeling. So that's why I was joining in that challenge, just so I made sure that I got to enjoy my October as well, not just the, you know, whoever decides to purchase from the site, that they didn't just get to enjoy all the October and I didn't get to enjoy it. I made several, what are they called? Yeah, I guess fall harvest type journals for myself. I don't know why I made so many. I don't know what I was thinking I was going to do, but apparently it was journal all fall. That's not reality though. So I'll have to, I'll probably have to say goodbye to some of them and put them on the site too. So my site is loveliescraftinglodge.store, and it is, yeah, just a collection of, dyed paper, journals, ephemera, rusted bits and pieces and parts, and so I've got rusted paper on there, rusted flat bags, which are really neat. I've got the typical rusted items like paper clips and safety pins, so those are on there. And then dyed paper. I have value packs on there, and if you use the code at checkout YT10, so YouTube 10, that will get you 10% off even the sale items. So if you see this video and you go over to the website loveliescraftinglodge.store and you type in, after you've, put whatever you want in your cart, and you type in YT10, you'll get 10% off. Again, even your sale items. So it's a good deal, but if you're interested in a custom order, there's a button on there. It says contact me. You can just send me a message right there and I'll get right back to you. And we can arrange for whatever kind of custom order you want, whether it be a journal, a notebook, dyed paper. I've had several custom dyed paper orders recently. It's been so much fun hearing everybody's ideas and then making them come to life. I guess my ideal, maybe not ideal, but the customer that I enjoy working with the most is a crafter. But I have to say, I want to work with a gifter. So a person who maybe is not a crafter, but wants to get a gift for a crafter. That would be like so much fun to work with, to understand from a non-crafty person's point of view what kinds of questions they have, what kinds of requests they have, what their ideas are. I always thought that would be really fun to work with somebody that is not in fact a crafter, or just not a paper crafter and doesn't know all the you know, all the things that paper crafters like. So I think that would be fun to work with somebody. So if you are looking for a gift for someone, I would love to work with you. Navigate those waters together. Alright, and that's that. So that is all of that's all 4 of these little cutie journals. They're not very big. I can actually measure one out for you. I want to put a little picture on the cover too. Maybe we'll do that together. So they are about 3 by 4 3/4, and the spine is about 1 1/4. And they have 3 signatures, tons and tons of pages. There's dyed paper, magazine paper, crossword paper, coloring pages, scrapbook paper, more dyed paper, coffee dyed, scrapbook paper, and then original hand-dyed pages, which these are my favorite because they're the most fun to make. I gotta think of something fun to do with these scraps though. Maybe I'll sew them. Maybe I'll sew them into ephemera and then put them with these as little ephemera packs with the journals. You're using a craft knife or a box cutter, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you close it when you're done. It's a good idea. Good habit. And let's see here. Let's get out our little Christmas. So we have some fabric here. Might use some of this as like a little background piece. Like put a little piece there and then put a picture in front. That could be that and that. I think this with here. Yep. Okay, so we got some fabric. And then I have a big container of ephemera. This looks a little too big to try to put up here. Let's see. Alright, what are those? It's like labels. And maybe a photograph. Those might be too big. We'll see. There's tiny little things. These might work. Those might work best, actually. And these look like bluish kind of winter snowflake type journals. Oh, I have hot cocoa journals too. I cannot forget to put those out this year. Got to put those out. Oh, those are cute. Yep, those are probably it. Already sewn around the edges. Yep. Alright, let's check these out. Change my mind. These are maybes, but probably not. Oh, this one goes perfect with this one. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Yes. Those look so good. Those look so good. How cute. Oh, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this one. Yep. Okay. Well, that's that. That's a really good idea, sewing around the edges of these little cigarette cards. I like that. Very cute. I am going to use, what is this called? Fabrifix. I bought a case of this, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. I was going through glue very fast. I was new at crafting and I was just really, I didn't want to have to stop and order something when I ran out of it. So I went ahead and bought a case of it because I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm flying through this glue, all different kinds of glue. Let me just go ahead and kind of stock up on it. So that's what I did, and then I didn't have so much time to craft. And the glue just kind of sat, but luckily I kept it all tight, and it is still doing well. It is still good. I only have one bottle open at a time, so I think that is a key, is only having one bottle open at a time, because if you have multiple open at a time, I think that's when it gets crazy. I mean, it could get crazy anytime, but that's when it gets really crazy. So I'm just using this on the edge and then filling in the middle. It looks like I have this backed with coffee dyed paper. Can't imagine why I did that. I was probably watching something and having some kind of idea. Sometimes it's just fun to sew. Like, it's just fun to fussy cut. I've really been enjoying just sewing on stuff. And then having it kind of like up and ready. We'll go ahead and put this one on. A little air bubble. Yeah, probably I'll do a video next about the progress of the Oddtober. I have it in front of me here. I just keep it out on my desk, so I work on it every day. And I'll probably just do like a progress video on it, just to see if anyone's interested. I know it's a little bit late in October, but you can still join in. If you do the prompts, if you do all the prompts, they're going to give you a special, so Priscilla at Release to Craftin' and April at Pink Oddbird are going to give a special hashtag to use if you've done all the prompts and posted them somewhere. So I think, you know, any social media, as long as you've posted them somewhere or proved that you did them, they're going to have a giveaway. I don't know what the giveaway is for, but it just seems kind of fun. Just like a little extra thing to do, or extra thing to have with your prompt along, or whatever you want to call it. And so if you're interested in giveaways, they are having that. So I'm doing it, well, I hope to do all the prompts. Like I said, they're not your normal prompts. They're fun. They tell a story. Yeah. So this is kind of getting goopy on the top here. I'll go ahead and take a minute and get that cleaned off. To clean off the Fabrifix, I don't like do anything special. I just kind of let it dry to itself and then peel it off. So I just kind of do that. There's that. That one's really pretty. I love that. I love this. It's so cute. So cute. It's like an extra dimension having the little sewn tag on there. And last but not least, so what I do is when it gets kind of goopy at the top, I just kind of take it off like that. Just kind of roll it off, and then it sticks to itself as it dries. Just sticks to itself. So that's that. So I've been watching Shannon Green, and she, well, I watch Shannon Green often, but recently she's been talking about junk, like actual packaging, garbage, you know, recyclable, whatever type junk, or non-recyclable. And I was looking, I have not the variety that she has. I don't have the variety that she has, but like she said, other people's junk is more interesting than yours. So she's very right in that. So what I was thinking is making some purely junk journals. And so they would basically be bases of a journal. And then you fill it with your own stuff. Yeah, these are definitely coffee dyed. And then you fill it with your own stuff, like your actual journal. And that's what I've been doing with my Oddtober journal. It was a base journal, so the base pages were a little more masculine. They are Star Wars themed. And, yeah, so I had those. And then I was like looking for something to do my Oddtober with, and I'm like, oh, this junk journal's already made. Why don't I go ahead and use that? And it had a little tag on it that had the number 10, and I was like, oh, how perfect for October, right? So I went ahead and used that. But yeah, enough about that journal. So these are the 4 that I have finished here. All we did is trim the pages and then just decorate the fronts here. I'll probably get some ties. I'll put like a little ribbon tie around it. Maybe yarn. Yeah, I think I might tie these up with yarn. That would be really cute, actually. Yeah, so then I'll get these tied up and then get some pictures taken and post them to the website. Remember, loveliescraftinglodge.store, YT10, so YouTube 10, will get you 10% off your whole order, including the sale items, the value packs, and things like that. So, that is all I have for today, and I will see you back here next time at Lovely's Crafting Lodge.